Hello and welcome back to Touhoumon Otherworld. As you can see right here, we did make a little bit of changes to our party by grinding up and evolving Star Sapphire and Chin. Now Amelia is the only one not evolved. Seeing as she'll evolve at level 24, I didn't want to overlevel her too much or my team too much. So the reason I stopped here is because we're going to have a little bit of a fight coming up after leaving the human village. Yeah, I took the time to go walk all the way over here. So, actually, this fight, I'm a bit worried because I did a practice run to just test it out and I got completely destroyed. However, I did come up with a little bit of a strategy. Oh, hey, look, it's a familiar face. Well, looks like she left. Or not. Good afternoon. Well, for me, it's early in the morning. It sure is a coincidence me and you here. Eh? Following you? I wouldn't do such a stalker-like thing. I'm just collecting data report on the Truth to Jin Circus residents, that's all you see. Calling that stalking is a bit... Eh? Just get lost? Wow, apparently we are really rude. If you want to make me go away, then why don't you just go ahead and try and do it by force? Oh, wow, and then we just do. Yeah, apparently Maribel doesn't care at all. So, remember how I was like talking about how terrible and overpowered Momoji was last time? Just making sure I didn't pick up an item and that was like 2 steps. Yeah, well, this time she's much stronger. At least I have a lot more of a problem with her. So we're going to be taking this citrus berry because, frankly, it is a ginormous problem. And then we're going to start trying to flash it to lower its accuracy. So we missed the flash. But that doesn't matter. We weren't ever planning on actually hitting that. I mean, it would have been really nice if we did, but that wasn't too much of the plan. So now Amelia, even though Momoji is underground, Amelia's Intimidate will work. So we don't have its accuracy lowered, so Amelia is pretty dead here, but honestly, Amelia isn't used for much in this fight. So let's just get in a little bit of damage. Ooh, a flinch. Nice. While Momoji is fairly fast, it's mostly its really high attack stat that makes it a danger. So, Amelia is faster. However, it does have quick attack, which makes up for its only slightly above average speed. Now, of course, Patula would get totally destroyed in a single hit. So, why not bring in Star Sapphire, who's a bit more tanky. Now we can get these Axie lowering down. And hope we can take 2 hits. Oh, whoa. Yes, apparently that evolution helped quite a bit, because I don't remember being able to tank anything half as well as that. Of course, there's going to be another heal. Or not. Alright. And already bringing out Aya, okay. Well, time to bring out Marissa. And now that I stole that citrus berry, I should be okay on health, due to the fact that I don't think Aya has any good moves against me, due to my type advantage. Whoa, whoa. That's unexpected, but still shouldn't do that much. Perhaps I should have predicted that I would go below half health and then try and thief. However, Actually, no, my citrus berry only activates at the end of the turn, so I wouldn't be able to steal it anyways. Sadly, this does not look like an actually two-shotter. Uh-oh. Well, that's just annoying. It's trying to make sure it can get its speed boost up so it's faster, but frankly, I is already one of the fastest things around. So, having speed boost is a bit redundant. Okay, most trainers often save healing for their strongest Bonka, so yeah. Or not. I'm assuming it's the Suiko, yeah. I honestly don't care about where the EXP gets distributed. I mostly just want, you know what? I'm gonna try and thief and see what we get here. This is really risky, seeing as Suiko is ground type. Does hold maybe a ground type move? I don't know, but I got a citrus berry, so that's what matters. And I got off of Suiko. That's a big thing. Oh, no, 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 I bashed A too much. Oh gosh, that's really costly. Well, I don't have a Amelia to tank this, or be immune to it, more like. So I guess just send out Chin, even though it's water type. Suiko is, yes, in fact, water ground. Ooh, that's a good miss. So I'm just gonna dig like usual. Even though we've evolved, we haven't got anything really good. I do believe we didn't have Fury Swipes last time, but Fury Swipes isn't any more powerful than Dig. Alright, see Sukiya. Shouldn't be a problem. It's rock fighting. Rock being weak to ground should make it fairly easy. Plus, it likes to spam Seismic Toss, which, as I mentioned before... Oh, okay, no, it's not super effective. So I mentioned before, Seismic Toss also works like Nightshade, and it does the flat base amount of your level as damage. Which makes it normally do less than what Sukiya's other attacks are going to be doing, due to the fact that Sukiya is an attack monster, which is made up for by its very low speed, and its not very high special defense, but it does have good physical defense as far as I remember. Oh wow, using a super potion on Sukiya. That's probably not very smart, seeing as your eye is much stronger, so you'd think you'd want to keep that one healthier. However, it matters not to me. A miss here, and yep. This should be Chin actually doing a lot in this fight. A crit, I don't believe that was necessary, but still like it should ensure it. You know what? Patula hasn't seen much fun here. Let's get Patula back out here. I don't know if Patula could take a hit, but it is evolved and it is only the one level lower. And it does get speed boost, not that that matters since we're both going to be boosting our speeds, and I will always have the lower one. Oh wow, I might not actually be able to survive this. Since I do believe Fly is still base like 70 power flying type move, and of course Aya being flying type gets same type attack bonus, and of course it's physical. That critical hit did not help. Since it's so low, I'm just going to go for a quick attack. Quick attack, of course, having priority, doesn't care about your speed boosts. There we go. Chin actually helped a lot in that fight. Now that was a very scrappy fight, but overall, since it was more of a mini-boss than a boss, it wasn't too bad. Too bad. Well, as promised, I'll stop following you for now. See you again. And she just flies away. So, as you recall last time, we were told that our next objective was to track down the thief of one of the magic tomes through the Forest of Magic, which is why we were heading over there, because that's the pathway to the Forest of Magic. Of course, we probably won't be getting there this episode due to the fact that there is a large route full of lots of trainers over there, so we'll be needing to fight all of them. But first off, let me pick up this. It's completely useless, being roar, which forces your opponent to switch out. However, most of the time you don't want that, and when you do, it's not normally worth using an entire move that has no actual attack to it. It does no damage. Whereas, if you really wanted that, there's other moves like Circle Throw, or something else that can force your opponent to switch out. Dragon Tail. I don't think any of those are in this game due to this being Generation 3. However, just saying Roar is still pretty bad. As far as gameplay for people who want to do Bunker Battle, you can't just skip past some of these like this guy as I just walk behind him. However, no, I'm going to go fight him. Says he won't use any other bunker but fairies. Let's see what he actually uses. He uses fairies. Hey! Well, now Marissa isn't my most powerful bunker. I could actually have her out. Oh. And here's that sunny milk that I was talking about. It was oh so helpful in these fights, especially the last one, being able to burn Momoji and then Aya. So now Water Gun finally gets its use, being super effective and easily able to one-shot Sunny Milk. Of course, I think one of the reasons I'm having such an easy time here is because I might be a bit higher level than most of my previous run-throughs. Due to the fact that in most of those runs, I use the wonderful ability of save states to basically replay every fight until I won, making it where I didn't have to grind because I wasn't planning on doing any of the fights in any sort of consistent time manner, like I am in this playthrough. So yeah, we maybe are kind of really strong, so actually, since Familia is our weakest Bonka, being not evolved, I'd say we should make sure that it gets its EXP, so it's going to be one of the weaker ones in fights. Especially since we're going to be having an actual boss. Since I mean, there's no classification for this, but I did mention that we had like a mini boss in the term of the first Aya fight, a mini boss in terms of the Mei Ling fight, and then I called Amelia an actual boss fight, even though, I don't know, it might have been easier than some of the other ones. And then we had, after that, we had another mini-boss in the form of the Prism River Sisters, and then one form of Aya just now. So coming up, we're going to have another actual boss. Of course, this actual boss coming up is going to be actually really hard. I'd say it's probably the second hardest fight early in the game. The next one being right after it. And it's, of course, the infamous one, which is the reason why most people will never play this game, due to the fact that they don't understand how to beat the fight without grinding a lot. Trust me, you can. Fairly easily, actually. So don't get discouraged if you've heard the rumors. I feel sorry for you then. But as long as he's a nice guy. Even with the type advantage, we kind of overlevel these guys a little bit, or a lot of it. So yeah, I don't feel any need to be threatened by anything they send out. Oh my. Yeah, Letty's a big mystery to me. Being Ice Rock, its weaknesses due to the ice rework to make ice stronger. I don't even know what it's weak to anymore besides fighting. As well as its defenses seem unnaturally high, even looking at its base stats, its defenses aren't that high. But anyways, I think Star Sapphire is going to be the other one we'll be wanting levels on. Even though it's probably going to be the first thing we replace whenever we get to a way of replacing it. But still, it's the hardest one to train, so we'll be making sure we can get levels on it. Oh hey, it's Vermilia again. But here we have a new bunker, Flandre. Flandre being the little sister of Vermilia. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. But, so, yeah. We're just gonna focus her because as many people adore her in the fan base in this game, that reflects it with her being fairly overpowered. Or at least scary enough, seeing as she naturally learns a one-hit KO move that has 100% accuracy. Fun. I don't think that a Flandre this low level would have one, however, I'm not taking any risk whatsoever. No, water gun's better. For the first time forever. Water gun is actually better. Of course, that ability is level 21. We'll probably switch out. Man, I thought this route would take a little bit of time, but we're just blowing through it. You're the unreliable boyfriend that she was talking about. Well, let's see what you got. Oh. Tokiko is a weird little bonka, I guess character in the series that is a bonka in this game. Being that, like, I think she's only appeared in, like, one page of some random, like, Toho comic that is barely even considered canon. It didn't even do anything in that, and yet, here she is, in an actual fan game. It's just normal flying. Nothing special about any of its abilities, or really anything. Key 9. We'll just send in Patula. I know it's not probably good to send in a Psychic type against the Steel type, but I do believe Key 9 does have a bit of a speed issue combined with low-ish special defense. It's higher than most Steel types, but still fairly low. Plus, Spatula does need the XP, and it hits much harder than Star Sapphire. Alright, just a couple more battles to go before we finish this route off. Well, this isn't gonna be fun. An Evolved Cherno. However, it is only level 17, so wow, we did way more than I was expecting to. Like, we didn't even do that much to, not of all things of level 16. I guess Chino just really has that bad special defense. And of course we resist ice, so it's not like we're going to have any troubles taking hits from this thing. Especially with special defense being our highest stat. Of course, being evolved, it gives us a mound of EXP. So we can move on and switch out to our next Bunka. That wants EXP. Also did Chin. Marissa is so powerful with just its typing in general, and the moves that it has, and just its stat distribution. Having it where it's really strong but not too frail or too slow means that it mostly can take on most everything, whereas Chin and Patula may have some troubles, so we'll need to be gaining them EXP whenever we can over Marissa. Yeah, okay, I think I overleveled my Bunka a bit too much, but hey, that makes the playthrough a bit more interesting instead of having me jump cut every 5 seconds to grind. We can finally get on to just beating everybody and moving on with the story. Another Keynote. Yeah, like I said, I want Patula to start getting EXP next. Alright. Oh, why'd I use Bubble? Well then, we can see what Key9 even has of its moves. Probably nothing too important, but hey. Sharpen raises attack by 1 stage, so it's not very good. Not to mention, I don't even know what physical attacks Key9 has. Of course, then again, I don't know what attacks Key9 has in general, seeing as I've never let one actually live. In none of my playthroughs have I ever let one live. They're really easy to take out. Alright, Patula and then Marissa. I think this is the final battle before heading off. Then we'll finally be able to get onto the Forest of Magic. Oh, Rumia. What a wonderful thing to be fighting with our Patula. However, due to the fact that it is evolved, that gives us the perfect opportunity to have a bunch of EXP, be able to split it, and still level up Patula. Ow! Okay, crit. Good. That did a lot of damage. I suppose this Rumia is level 19, being only 1 level below our Marissa. And also being evolved makes it so it's a bit strong. Oi, not fun. Okay, we still hit it. And since we took quite a bit of damage there, I say we go back and heal, since also some of our other Bunka are looking a bit lowish. So, I'll meet you right back here when I finish healing. So, we're back. Here's the actual last trainer, I believe. Well, nope, there's still more, I think. I don't know. There's more to this route, I know. I remember because there's the path to the Bamboo Forest, which we will not be visiting. However, in a later game scenario, like post-game or towards the end of the game, there's a lot you want to do in the Bamboo Forest, or specifically one thing you want to be doing over and over again a lot in the Bamboo Forest, so you'll be needing to learn the pathway there. I just didn't realize how many trainers there were that actually fought you. Alright, anyways. I don't believe we've seen Wriggle yet. It's the bug type. It's a bug type Bunka. So, it's nothing special. Except for bug type got buffed massively in this generation. I believe. Because I do believe Wriggle is a bit of a nuisance. But I mean, I haven't had any problems with it. Because I have Amelia. So, yeah. Let's just keep going. Anyways, next up is Hina. So Peanut, pure poison type. It's what I told you would get if you went fishing. However, despite the fact that she has the same slot as Magikarp, basically, due to the fact that you catch it with an old rod, it's actually very annoying. Being poison type, it comes with the usual suit of poison type ailments, including some really obnoxious moves such as Pain Flow, which is a really powerful poison type move that has a 100% chance of inflicting either paralysis, poison, or sleep, which, as you can imagine, is pretty not fun. Alright, let's pick up this item. Great Orb. It's just like the normal Miko Orb, except for has a higher chance, like a Great Ball. Since any of you who know Pokemon realize that that's the same as just a Great Ball, you can probably guess what the other ones are named. Well, actually, you probably can't, because there is no Master Orb. Anyways, that actually was the last fight, as here is the entrance to Bamboo Forest. But to go there, we need Cut. Oh, wait. Yeah, we need fairies. Right, whatever. We'll take care of these fairies as well. We have time. Think you will probably stop this recording as soon as we get to Kirando. Oh, Luna Child. Let's actually switch out to Chin. Luna Child, in case I haven't mentioned, is the electric type of the, Three Fairies of Light. And so I don't want Amelia not be able to get EXP here. So it's better just to share it with Chin. Chin can one-shot being ground type anyways, so yeah. And that's good. Thunder Wave, 100% chance to paralyze, but thankfully doesn't do any damage. However, we got rid of that pesky little annoyance, and we can move on to, you know what, I'm going to keep Chin in. As much as I want Amelia to get EXP, I'd rather just get through this fairly quickly, and that requires hitting those super effective moves that can one-shot it, like Chin, because ground is super effective against fire. Now with Chin being really strong, we can just keep plowing through these enemies. Alright. Though, actually, we really want that item. Like, really, really want that item. I haven't mentioned this, but some items, mini items, like TMs, will respawn oddly enough. It's a glitch in the game. And I don't understand how it works. But for whatever reason, sometimes when you go back and heal, the item will respawn. So we're going to take advantage of that and pick up that one item up there a couple times, at least. Due to the fact that that item is very useful. Actually, I did notice that we are taking quite a while to get through here. So I'm probably not going to show myself picking it up multiple times. I'm just going to do that off camera after I finish here. This might be a longer video. Due to the fact that even though I'm plowing through this route, there still is just so many battles. I don't have to show them all, but I still prefer to actually show them all. Alright, I'm going to start using Wing Attack instead of Bite here, seeing as I do have higher physical attack, and Star Sapphire does have lower physical defense. Not to mention it does have the same base power 60 with Bite, and do have the same type attack bonus with both of them. It's just I normally use Bite, because it has a chance to flinch, which would be really helpful if I didn't take damage. Like that. Alright, with Amelia at level 22, we're fairly close to evolving, and we're also keeping up good pace for keeping ahead on the levels. Not that that'll matter once we get to this next boss, It's gotta be a dozy. Of course, that wouldn't be a problem. Shouldn't be a problem, because we could always just grind a little bit more. I'm not, this episode's just gonna be a bit of a longer one, because I do want to go down and fight that trainer, so I could show off that item, and just, show every battle. Because I wouldn't want to do that off camera if I have to do a battle. I do believe the one above us is the last battle, so we only have 2 more battles, so this shouldn't be that bad. Anyways, we should be able to one-shot most of these Bonka here. They're not a big threat. I did not realize how overleveled we are, but this is actually how you want to be. It is my advice to be so strong you can easily obliterate any trainer on the routes that you're taking, because the bosses are obviously much, much harder. Anyways, the item that we want is TM45, Energy Light. If you know Energy Ball from the Pokemon games, you know Energy Light. It's the exact same move. So, yeah, 80 base power, grass type move. Special, of course, grass is special, but like, oh my, that's such a good move early in the game. 80 base power, even Flash isn't that good. So, we're going to be staying in here even though it's a bit slower, because we don't exactly have too much that's strong against this. Actually, on the other hand, no, we're switching out to Vermilion. Vermilion is super effective, and I don't care if it gets overleveled. We want it overleveled, since it's going to be one of our greatest assets in completing up to the 8th gym of Kanto, which is really our breaking point for where we're going to start letting go of our original party, with the exception of some of the weaker members that we're going to be getting rid of earlier. So it really doesn't matter how much we overlevel it, as long as it's powerful enough that it can carry us. Alright. With that, that should be the final battle. And yep, here we are, Kirandu. Over here, some grass, you can find some unique Pokemon, such as Tokiko right here. Of course, I don't want that. Actually, well, we spent a lot of time battling, but we still have time to do some story stuff. Not that that is required, I don't believe. How may I help you? Huh? Marissa? Ah, I see, you have amnesia. Unfortunately, I don't supply items that might help you recover. Well, I carry a lot of different types of items here, so if you want anything, call out and I'll answer. So Rinosuke here, he's one of the Bonka you could actually find in just that patch of grass outside and nowhere else. But he sells stuff from the outside world, like TVs and cell phones. The problem is they cost more than the maximum amount of poke you can hold, as well as the fact that all of them are actually completely useless. The cell phone has no signal if you go and examine it. The TV doesn't have any place to plug it in anywhere. And the computer, the same thing. Anyways, we finished the whole route. We're about to enter the Forest of Magic. So I figured this is probably a good place to stop. Until next time, see ya.